Well, you can file this among the most bizarre feuds ever, with Ozzy Osbourne issuing a public apology to Britney Spears for some comments he and his family made on the Osbournes podcast last week. Great podcast. Expressing concern about Britney and her social media posts. I think they were well-intentioned, but Britney was apparently tuning in and saw the comments they made. It outraged her, and she issued a public statement trashing the Osbourne family, which I think has led them to feel bad about this to the point that they actually apologized this week on the episode. Now, over the last few years, as many of you have seen, there's been a lot of conversation about the Free Britney movement. She was under a conservatorship for years. Many people pushed for her to be released from that conservatorship, with her family contending that this was in her own best interest. There was a lot of speculation about mental health concerns related to Britney. And after she was released from that conservatorship over the last couple of years, she has posted some pretty bizarre stuff on social media, to be fair, and I think that's what they were commenting on. Britney, for her part, though, says, this is the type of stuff I want to post on social media. I want to dance. I'm tired of being judged for what I post online, and she was very pissed off about all of that. Here's what Ozzy had to say in response in those initial comments that led to that statement from Britney. On last week's episode of the Osbournes podcast, Ozzy said he was fed up with seeing poor old Britney Spears on YouTube, telling his family that it was very, very sad. Now, again, the comments more so appeared to be directed at Britney's very public struggles over the last few years. And it seemed like they were well-intended. It didn't seem like they were trying to be mean, but Britney issued a full-blown statement. She called the Osbourne family the most boring family of all time and told them to F off. Here's what she had to say. Britney said, I adore Kate Beckinsale, especially because she's from London. I realized how incredibly cruel people were talking about her Instagram, saying she needs more age-appropriate content. It's pretty badass how she responded. She added, not as bad as some of my comments saying it's sad that I'm as old as I am and dancing every single day on my Instagram. Number one, I hardly ever dance. Number two, I'm not poor at all. I have more ligature in my left toe than any grown man or women on earth. She went on to say, I know what it's like to be judged, but I think it's important to help each other and invite each other to places that help our souls grow. She added, I'm going to do a photo shoot with Kate and tell the Osbourne family, who is the most boring family known to mankind, to kindly f*** off. Britney later removed the post, but Ozzy and his family responded to the situation this week on the Osbournes podcast. Now, one of the many things that I love about Ozzy is even in his apology, he offers additional criticism to Britney Spears and says he just wants her to at least change some of her dance moves up if she's going to keep posting to social media. He said, I'm so sorry for making that comment. However, it would be better if you didn't do the same effing dance every day. Change a few movements. With Kelly Osbourne adding, all right, I was going to say, Britney, never stop dancing. I love your dancing. It makes you so happy, and I'm sorry if we offended you. Sharon Osbourne chimed in saying, listen, I like Britney a lot, with Ozzy adding, I love Britney Spears, but it's like the same dance every day. Kelly added, no, sometimes she has knives. Ozzy said, I really do apologize. I love you, and I think you're beautiful. And there's a lot going on in the world of Ozzy Osbourne. Last week we told you that legendary Black Sabbath drummer Bill Ward, who is the final member to agree to one final show from Black Sabbath, said that he was in. Now, what's notable about this is that Bill Ward did not participate in Black Sabbath's farewell tour. So this would be a true final performance from the group that could also play in to that conversation we've been hearing from Sharon about two final shows from Ozzy. Makes you wonder if there could be one final solo performance from Ozzy and then a final Sabbath show. Surely that'd be one of the craziest weekends of concerts of all time. Can't imagine what those ticket prices would go for. Anyhow, check out the Osbournes podcast. It truly is fantastic. That's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.